In every family, each person has a special role. The youngest child might be the playful one, the middle child could be the peacemaker, and then there's the eldest daughter. She is often seen as the responsible one, the caretaker, the anchor who holds everything together. But what if I told you that this role can come with a hidden weight? This is the story of eldest daughter syndrome. From the moment an eldest daughter is born, she often feels the pressure of expectations. When she's little, she might hear praises for being mature or for helping out with chores. But as she grows, that praise can turn into pressure. What feels like a compliment can quickly become a heavy burden, weighing her down. Imagine this. You're 5 years old, holding your baby brother or sister for the first time. It's a proud moment. You feel like a little hero. But soon after, your parents might say, "Can you help with the baby? You're such a big girl now." In that moment, your childhood begins to change. You're not just a kid anymore. You're expected to step up and be a little parent, a role model for your siblings. As the eldest daughter, you might find yourself juggling schoolwork, sports, and family chores. You could be making dinner while your siblings play, or helping with homework when you still have your own to do. Often, you push your own needs aside to take care of others. Have you ever had a moment when your dreams felt too selfish to chase? That nagging voice in your head saying, "You should be grateful for what you have," can be hard to ignore. Let's think back to those long nights when you stayed up late studying while your siblings laughed and played. You might have glanced at them, wishing you could join in, wondering why you can't just relax like they do. But deep down, you know you have to be responsible. That struggle between wanting to enjoy life and feeling like you must take care of everyone else is something many eldest daughters know all too well. Now let's talk about birthdays and special occasions. As the eldest daughter, you often find yourself planning celebrations for your siblings, making sure everyone is happy. But when it's your special day, there might be a tiny voice inside you that whispers, "It's okay. I just want everyone else to be happy." Don't you sometimes wish someone would make a big deal out of your birthday too? It's easy to feel overlooked when you're always the one taking care of others. But here's the important part. Recognizing eldest daughter syndrome doesn't mean blaming anyone. It's about understanding the beautiful yet challenging role you play in your family. It's about finding a way to embrace your strength while also taking care of yourself. You can be both a caretaker and someone who puts her own needs first. Imagine stepping into your power, not just as someone who looks after others, but as someone who creates her own life. It's about giving yourself permission to say, "I deserve to be happy. I deserve support." It's completely okay to ask for help and to put yourself first. You are not alone in this journey. There are countless women out there who share your experiences and understand the burden of unspoken expectations. Together, we can redefine what it means to be an eldest daughter, not as a burden, but as a source of strength, resilience, and hope. So, to all the eldest daughters listening, you are strong, you are loved, and it's perfectly okay to take a step back and breathe. It's time to reclaim your story. Embrace your journey with all its ups and downs, and remember that it's okay to take care of yourself too. Let's take a moment to think about your own experiences. Maybe you've had times when you felt stretched too thin, where the weight of responsibility felt heavy. Perhaps you remember wanting to pursue a passion like art, music, or sports, but felt you had to give it up to help out at home. These sacrifices can leave you feeling resentful or lost. You might also remember times when you felt invisible, as if your needs were secondary to those of your siblings. Maybe you were waiting for someone to ask how you were doing or to check in on your feelings, but it never happened. That longing for acknowledgement can be painful. But here's the good news. It's never too late to shift the narrative. You can start small by taking moments for yourself, whether that means enjoying a quiet cup of tea, reading a book, or engaging in a hobby you love. Remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. When you fill your own cup, you have more to give to others. It's important to understand that you don't have to do everything alone. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Reach out to friends or family when you need support. You might be surprised at how willing they are to help you carry the load. Let's encourage each other. Share your stories and struggles in the comments below. Let's create a community where eldest daughters feel seen, heard, and valued. Your voice matters and your experiences are valid. Together, we can support one another in redefining what it means to be an eldest daughter. Think about ways you can set boundaries too. It's okay to say no when you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't have to take on every responsibility that comes your way. Learning to say no is an important part of self-care. Let's explore some specific examples. Have you ever felt guilty for wanting to take a break? Maybe you wanted to go out with friends, but thought, what if my siblings need me? Or perhaps you wanted to try a new hobby, but felt you should focus on helping with family tasks instead. It's normal to feel torn, but remember, it's okay to pursue your own interests. You might have a passion for something like painting, writing, or sports, but felt that helping out at home was more important. It's essential to find time for those passions. They can be a great outlet for your feelings and help you recharge. Your interests matter, too. Remember, every time you choose to take care of yourself, you set a great example for your siblings. You show them that it's important to take breaks and care for one's own happiness. By prioritizing yourself, you're teaching them valuable lessons about self-worth and balance. And as you navigate your role, try to celebrate your achievements, big and small. Did you help a sibling with a project? That's a win. Did you finally take some time for yourself? Celebrate that. Each step you take is important, and recognizing your accomplishments helps build your confidence. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want you to remember this. You are not defined by your role in your family. You are a unique individual with dreams, desires, and the right to pursue them. Embrace your identity, flaws and all, and give yourself grace as you navigate your responsibilities. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, you are strong, you are loved, and you have every right to pursue your happiness. Let's lift each other up and celebrate the journey we're on together. Share your stories in the comments below, and let's continue this important conversation. You are not alone.